Kia ora, Helen Brahms here, coming to you live from Claremont, Florida. Hope you're all having a super fantastic, sparkling day. It's been an awesome day here. Lots of rain today, especially this morning into the early afternoon. It was awesome. Love waking up to the pitter-patter of the rain on the roof or the hard pounding, depending on how fast it's coming down. But we had downpours, we had light rain. It was awesome. Loved it. Even went out for a walk in it, had my blue poncho on, but more about that soon. So how did you do with your challenges today? So your mindset challenge was all on focus. Did you find ways to help? If you're like me and scatterbrained and shiny object syndrome, then I use sounds like nature, sounds of nature, like rain. I also use playlists that I have set up so that when my brain knows that when those are on, that it's time to focus, and it helps me focus. And somebody just found her squeaky ball. Let's see if we can hide it from her. And so did you find your playlist? Did you find your sounds that would help you, that when you're working, if you play those sounds, you actually focus a lot better? And your business challenge was to send a card and personalized gift to clients. Did you get to do that today? Not an e-card. It had to be a physical card. Wasn't allowed to be an e-card. No e-cards. There's so much email out there right now and a lot of spam mail going on. I mean, I'm getting 300 to 400 emails a day in my inbox, and I'm just like, I lose everything in there. So I'm actually, though, for the emails that I want to get, I'm actually letting people know, hey, send it to this address now. So if you send it to my work address and you'd like to stay in contact with me because you feel like I haven't been responding to your emails in a timely manner, let me know, private message me, and I will send you the new email link. And did you have fun drawing? I know I did. You want to see? I just like to sit and doodle while I'm watching movies and stuff, but this was it's my drawing for today. I don't know what it is, but I like doing hillsides and lights and darks and the way that, blending it. I love these things. You blend with them. Love them. So that was my drawing for today. So what was your drawing like? Go on, I showed you mine. Now you can show me your drawing. And as far as my puppy goes, she is currently laying on the floor here. Look at that. She's intensely staring at my foot, which is hiding her squeaky ball at the moment. But so as for Miss Zephy, wow. So last night she got a new Himalayan chew stick because the other one had worn down so much that I was scared she was going to swallow what was left of it. We go off to, everything got put away, her toys got put away and everything else. Did our normal nightly routine, I got into bed, and she suddenly jumps off the bed and runs away. And I'm like, what the heck is she doing? And sometimes she'll go out and get a drink of water and then come back again. Well, she comes back in with her chew stick in, and she's got it out of, just held on by her eye teeth. The thing's swinging out the side there, like some cigar or something. And I'm like, what do you think you're doing with that? And she lays down like she's going to go chew it. And I'm like, oh, no. So I take it off her and I put it on the windowsill next to my side of the bed, because we kind of have a ledge there that doubles as a windowsill and your bedside table in the RVs. And so I put it there and said, it's staying there. And she just like looks at it. And then she's like looking around to try and figure out how am I going to get that. And I went, no, nighttime. And I turned the light off. And she sat there for ages in the dark just looking at me. And so I just picked up my Kindle and started doing my nightly read, and she was not happy. But the first thing she did this morning when I woke up, the alarm went off, and I was having a lazy morning, and so I turned it off, rolled over onto my left side. So she went down, stepped over my legs, comes up behind my back, gets her chew stick, walks over top of my head to her side of the bed, goes down the foot of the bed, and lays down and starts to chew on her stick. And I said, that's fine. I said, we're awake now, but it is not a nighttime treat. So that was that bit of fun this morning and last night. So then we go out for our walk this morning. It's raining. It's a light rain. She hates going out when it's wet. And so we're out there and we're walking down the street down here, and around the corner comes this gorgeous looking puppy. I mean, it was gorgeous. If you have ever seen a sheepadoodle, they're just like a little ball of cuddly fluff. And this thing was almost as big as Zephy, and it was 17 weeks old. And if you don't know what a sheepadoodle is, it's an Old English sheepdog and a poodle combination. And Zephy's 13 months old. Oh no, she just fell. Is 13 months old, And this 17-week-old puppy was next to her, and they were almost the same size. And so they start playing. And so I start talking with the dog owner, and we arranged a play date. And so we're getting ready to go, and I noticed that Zephy, one of Zephy's legs was outside of her harness. And so I crouched down next to her to put it back, to move the harness so I could put her leg back through the harness. And she suddenly backs out of the entire harness and takes off and starts doing these huge loops across the road and around the green area and just running around in circles. And so the girl, and I didn't want her out running on the road, and so the girl let loose the leash that was holding her dog Toby, and so Toby and Zephy are just running these big loops, these big circles around us. So we just started walking over onto this big grass area. There's this huge grass area there, so we start walking over onto it, and as there was a pickup truck coming down the road, and I didn't want her getting run over, so I call her, and she comes running over and starts doing these big circles, and then Toby decides, I've had enough. So Toby goes and sits over next to her owner, and she's crouching down there talking to Toby, and and Zephy runs right up to her to try and engage Toby. So she just reaches over and grabs Zephy's collar and holds her. Then I just go over, put a harness on, and we're all good to go. So she had a big escape. They were running around like that for like 10 minutes before we were finally able to catch Zephy, because Toby decided that she'd had enough. You know, she was a 17-week-old pup, and she said, right, I've had enough. I'm done. And so she had this 13-month-old puppy chasing her. It was hilarious. The size difference in them, 17 weeks to 13 months. The 13 months only slightly bigger than the 17-week-old puppy. So that dog's going to be big if that's the size at 17 weeks. So that was her great escape today. But we got her back in, and we continued our walk and came back. And we were going to go meet them at the dog park so they could run around safely off the leash together at 1 o'clock. But by the time 1 o'clock came, we had this massive rainstorm coming through. So there was no way I was going outside with any of that. So we didn't get to go out and play with them today. And then I had packages arriving at Tony and Brett's place. So thank you guys so much for being my mail stop. So after the second package arrived, I said, I can either come over today or I can come over on Saturday and pick them up. And I was thinking about going and doing groceries today. Somebody found that the fact that Mother had let the toy go. This is her squeaky ball. Yep. Okay, can we wait till after I finish this? Drop it. Good girl. You can wait. Let's see if she figures out. It's sitting here on the table here. Let's see if she figures that out. Yep, here she goes. There she is. Up there. Looking for it. Nope. You can have it back in a minute. You going to say hello? You want your ball, huh? You going to sit? No? Okay. She's so cute. And so then Brett said, we're going to, if it's okay if we come over and drop the stuff off. I said, fine, that's no problem at all. And because I was going to stop by their place on my way to the grocery store, and they said, no, we'll pop over if that's okay and come and see you. I said, yep, that's fine. And so I called the main gate to let them know that Brett was coming, and asked them to let them in for the packages, because you always got to make sure that the main gate knows that there's visitors coming. And I said, he's just coming in to drop my mail off, and if you need to contact me, here's my phone number. And so Brett texted me to say he was on his way. He got here. We brought the packages inside. I was so thankful because my printer ink had arrived. My printer was out of ink, and I've got some forms I need to fill out and send off. And so now I can do that. And my highlighters had arrived, because my green highlighter, while reading Super Attractor, got worn down to nothing. The forms, so they don't bleed through the pages. And so I was very thankful to get those two items today. And then I had a big item, but I can't tell you what that is, because that's a surprise that you'll hear about next week. Also got extended through to next Friday, which is awesome. So we're here till next Friday, which gives me a bit more time, because there's a lot of business stuff I need to do while I'm here before I get back on the road. Because once I get on the road, it's going to cut down the amount of time that I have to work on a couple of projects that I want to get up and running by the end of next week. So going to do that. We started putting stuff away as well and sorting through stuff. And then I had my mastermind call this evening, and that was this afternoon. There's 1 o'clock Pacific time, and that was fun. I love those mastermind calls with such great information, lots of awesome stuff happening with everybody that's in the mastermind group. So that was really, really cool. So we've had a really busy day today. Like I said, got some sorting done in preparation for us leaving here next week. Got my packages. Oh, and then after, like about an hour after Brett left, just wait, almost done. About an hour after Brett left, I got a phone call from the ranger, and I had to go to voicemail because I was doing a live at the time, inside a private group. And the ranger said, he said, I couldn't understand your message because it was very garbled. He said, but I think you mentioned something about visitors coming. Well, right now we're not allowing any visitors on the property. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions about why we're not allowing visitors in, then please give us a call. And I'm just like, he's already been and gone. So, not sure what that was about. Not sure who was on the gate and let him through, but he got through, no problems at all. But he wasn't supposed to be here. Oops. Oh, I love it. Anyway, that's it from me. We'll catch you guys tomorrow morning on the 1st of May. Can you believe it's May already? Oh my gosh. It's sort of like, where's the year gone? I've done so much has happened. It's like, wow, we're already through the first third of the year. Yeah, through the first third of the year. Like, wow, where's it gone? Wow. Huh. Hard to believe. Anyway, I'm off to play ball with my dog. Oops, it almost ended up in her water bowl. So we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a super fantastic sparkling evening. And we'll be back with your challenges in the morning. Hei konera.